In anticipation of the return to in-person instruction, we would like to share Chandler Unified School District's COVID-19 mitigation plans. The mitigation plans were submitted to the state in July, shared with the governing board in June and September, and posted on our website at www.cusd80.com/safer, stronger together. The CUSD Schools Reopening Task Force, consisting of approximately 40 people, developed a report with their recommendations in June. We have continued to review and enhance our safety plans after receiving additional information from county and state health officials and direction from the governing board. All of these objectives were designed to protect the health and safety of our staff and students. All are in line with recommendations from the Maricopa County and state health departments. Our schools have had staff and students in buildings since August 5th through our on-site learning and special services. It's gone very well as we went through a soft opening. Our custodial staff underwent 4 hours of enhanced training specific to sanitizing for COVID-like symptoms. We can purchase the best products, but without proper procedures, our safety plan would be less effective. Our mitigation plan to protect staff and students calls for increased daily cleaning and disinfecting of high-traffic areas, doors, counters, places that are high touch points and very public. These are horizontal surfaces primarily. Restrooms and health office touch points will also be disinfected twice daily. We provided guidelines as well as supplies for cleaning desks and tables for each classroom teacher. We'll use hydroxyl ozone machines to disinfect larger areas. Pictured here is a fogger used to disinfect buses at the beginning or end of the day. The district designed signage promoting safe hygiene and hand washing and placed them by all classroom sinks and restrooms. We've also closed all water fountains for safety reasons. Let's talk about transportation. Many of our students ride a bus to and from schools every day. All buses have COVID reminder signs related to face coverings and importance of washing hands. As each student enters the front of the bus, they will be asked to sanitize their hands before boarding. Drivers and students will be in face coverings, and we'll have extras on each bus to hand out when coverings are missing. Students will be loaded beginning with the back of the bus, moving to the front. All seats will be assigned and siblings will sit together. Finally, drivers wipe down buses in between routes. All buses will be sanitized at the end of the day. Let's talk about when students and staff arrive at school. Enhanced protocols will include minimal access to the campus by those who are not students or staff. Schools have pre-designated entry and exit plans. The school will close and lock all gates that are not staffed at drop-off and pickup times. We will strictly enforce our policy of staff wearing identification badges. Staff and students, through their parents of course, agree to an acknowledgement of staying home when ill and practicing proper safety protocol. Staff, in fact, acknowledge each time they log in or their computer goes into screensaver mode. Hand sanitizer will be available in all classrooms, multi-purpose, and cafeteria spaces. We have ordered several thousand face shields as well as 60,000 face coverings for those who don't have one. We have plexiglass in place to force distancing in areas that need it. We also have discs on our floors with reminders to distance socially. Providing meals for students is a big part of what we do. Elementary lunch operations have adjusted to allow us to stagger classes to arrive in the cafeteria to maintain distancing when lining up. Students must wash hands prior to arrival in the cafeteria. Ground is marked with footprints or stickers to ensure distancing. With elementary lunch service, cafeteria staff serves all items to students versus self-selection. Salad bars will only feature cupped and packaged items. All items will be either individually wrapped or contained in an enclosed container for transport. Students may bring lunch from home. With lunch consumption, students may be socially distanced using cafeteria, stage, or outdoor areas as weather permits. Students may return to classrooms to consume lunches with principal discretion and may alternate if social distancing is not able to be achieved. With secondary lunches, in addition to the elementary safety recommendations, our cafeterias will remain open all day to allow students to pick up food outside of normal lunch periods to reduce the number of students at one period. We'll require hand washing or hand sanitizer prior to arrival in the cafeteria. Install hand sanitizer stations at entrances to the cafeteria. Mark floors with footprints or stickers to ensure distancing. Encourage students to scan IDs versus punching in the number. At lunch, all food items are served packaged versus in open containers. Offer alternate points of service outdoors to reduce congestion in the cafeteria. Students may remain in the cafeteria, hallways, or other open spaces with proper distancing, or may return to classrooms to consume lunches with principal approval. The next area is our popular Kids Express childcare program. Our childcare program has been open to some extent since March 23rd, providing support for the children of essential workers and upwards of 500 children a day at a few sites. All children and employees must wear face coverings, except during eating and active play. During check-in and check-out, parents' access is limited to drop-off and pick-up table only. Signs and proper distance reminders are in place throughout our facilities. Health and wellness questions are being asked throughout the day. Hand washing and sanitizing is occurring before and after all student transitions. During snack time and lunches, students are separated with 2 at a table, facing the same direction and 6 feet apart. Students will wash hands before and after all active play, and staff will sanitize all equipment between groups. Staff are assigned to clean and sanitize high-touch areas multiple times a day. Let's address heating and air conditioning. Our facilities are built to meet the requirements outlined in the American Society of Heating, Refrigeration, and Air Conditioning Engineers Standards for acceptable indoor air quality. The district also follows the recommendations set forth by the National Air Filtration Association guidelines for schools. All schools use MERV 8 air filters in all HVAC applications. We are upgrading to more efficient filters as high as MERV 13. Our systems automatically provide fresh air into the facility, and we are forcing additional fresh air too. Students, staff, and families have an important role in our school reopening plans. Safer, stronger, together.